欢迎来到肯迪老师的频道。Today I invite one of my best friend Alvin to have an interview. So the interview mainly focused on the common things that we Chinese and French has. This is Alvin.
Hello， 大家好，我很开心，我今天和我的好朋友 Candy 一起做一个视频。
好，我也很。Actually, this is Alvin's idea that we better talk about the similarities, but not the difference between China and France. I really want to ask, why do you think it's better?
Okay. So basically, I'm a bit fed up that every time I talk with people, for example, that are not from my culture, they always point out the differences between us.
Yes.
But I believe that as humans, we should more focus on what makes us similar. What makes us more close to each other.
Yes, that's true. I think like your idea is really 中庸. It's a Chinese word. It's like your idea is really Chinese style. It's like we want to find more things in common, more positive thing, but not negative.
对，
好的。
我喜欢积极的想法。
Okay, 那我也喜欢积极的想法。So today the video is mainly about the food similarities we Chinese and French have. So let's start. 我们开始吧。好的。Okay, so the reason why we decided to talk about the similarities in food is because the Chinese food and French food are two kinds of food which are really famous in the world. So that's two like kind of really good cuisine. So we talk about food similarities. And me and Alvin are actually big fans of food. So we want to talk about food.
Yeah, last time we met, we are like at the food tour.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you were drinking coffee. Oh, coffee.
You're drinking tea.
Yeah. That's
true.
So
drink actually is like a common point. I am an addict about like coffee, so I can't start my day without a good cup of coffee.
Okay.
What about you about tea?
Like tea, I think it's not really belonging to the young generation,
Okay.
but we Chinese really like to drink tea. That's the truth.
Yeah. So you need your cup of tea. I need my cup of coffee. So we both have this kind of like a drink addiction to this.
It's like drinking tea and coffee, mix French and Chinese alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's
And you like to share also.
Yeah.
I have a cup of coffee myself with my friend. Maybe you have a cup of tea with your friend as well.
Yeah, it's like my grandma and grandpa always do like that. They invite their friends to drink like tea.
Yeah, the tea ceremony.
Yeah, the tea ceremony.
What do you say in Chinese? Tea ceremony?
It's like
a cha party.
茶会 kind of.
Okay. 茶会. Okay.
茶会 use tea to make our friends. Let's continue talk about our food similarities. 我们继续来讨论食物。Okay, so we remember that another similarity we want to talk about is weird things.
Weird food.
Yeah, weird food.
Weird food. Strange food. 奇怪.
When you talk about 奇怪食物, it's like I think your official expression is really weird.
It's like you like 奇怪的菜, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about the 奇怪菜.
奇怪的菜?
Yeah. Like for me that. I mean, like we both like both French people and Chinese people eat those weird stuff, you know?
Yeah, I know, like frog.
Yeah.
And I know that like we Chinese people eat dog, like the meat of dog, and we also eat some people like especially in the South area, they eat snacks. Yeah.
Okay.
Snake.
Snakes.
Yeah, snake. I think it's really like sucks, but they think it's good for their like body, and it can help them to cure their like illness or disease.
Well, for me, I think the first thing that I found very well when I came to China first time, is like you eat the chicken feet.
Chicken feet?
Yeah, the chicken feet. You know, it's like a delicacy.
Yeah.
But then I look at French people.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I agree with you. After tasting, now I can say it.
Okay.
But the first time, and then I didn't want to be too judgmental. So then I look at French people, and then I'm like, you know, we, for example, eat the nose pig.
It's like the nose of pig?
Like
I think it's really like when you guys eat it. If I eat it at my dinner, maybe I cannot sleep. I think it's like really strange, and I like worry about that.
So at the end, it's more about even if you eat weird things, we eat both weird things. So we have this in common, right?
Yes.
So 我们是奇怪的朋友。
Yes, that's why we are like friends, right? 我很害怕它们，我害怕青蛙。
我不害怕。
你还吃它们，你当然不害怕啦。
哎，你知道在我的家我有一个玉龟。
玉龟。
What is turtle?
玉龟。
对，玉龟。
Okay, turtle.
Everybody understand 玉龟。
Okay.
玉龟 turtle.
Okay.
So you eat turtle, and me I
don't eat turtle.
I have a turtle as a pet. You know? Back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Me too.
我当然知道你又回来了呀。
Okay, Candy. So now I have a question for you.
Okay,
I want you to share with us like what's your favorite food.
我最喜欢的食物呢，当然是火锅了。曾经我把我的 WeChat 个人签名改成我想吃火锅到死。I'm dying to eat hot pot. Like hot pot make me like dying. Yeah, so I'm like really addicted to hot pot.
Okay.
那 Alvin，你知不知道哪些火锅的 Chinese hot pot brand?
Yeah, 当然，我喜欢海底捞。
It's 海底捞。
海底捞。
Yeah, and also like hot pot is a kind of like really famous in Sichuan and Chongqing. Brand like 小龙坎 and 电台巷火锅 and also 巴蜀大闸门大龙燚 are also like really famous and popular brand hot pot brand.
Okay.
So okay, back to the similarities. Do you French eat hot pot?
Yeah, 当然，我们也有我们的火锅，是一个奶酪的火锅，cheese fondue. We call it cheese fondue.
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 Okay. 法国人吃 cheese fondue， 法国的火锅 cheese fondue， 你可以去尝一下。
So we have this interesting thing. So basically the concept is like this huge pot of cheese.
Yes.
Okay. And then of course, what do we dip in the cheese? Bread, right?
Bread?
Because we're French. So we take bread and then we dip into the cheese.
Okay.
And there is always this game that we do. I want to ask you if you do it as well.
Okay.
If you lose your piece of bread,
yes,
you need to make a challenge.
What kind of challenge?
Anything. So basically the one that dip the bread and lose it inside needs to be committed to a challenge, like do something crazy, you know?
Something crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a pair of like red basketball shoes to play football.
Okay.
with you. Okay, or maybe tennis.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I think like
ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Okay.
The ridiculousness.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay, we're back.
Yo.
And Alvin 真的是我见过的外国人中很少 can talk like really fluent Chinese。这是为什么呢？我们来问问当事人，你是怎么想的？为什么能中文？
我觉得我现在很中国人，我是一个鸡蛋，外面我白色的颜色，但是里面我是黄色的颜色，你知道吗
？I got it. Like 眼黄紫色。Like how many years have you already lived in China?
Almost 8 年。
8年 ，OK， 8年。You have already been like Chinese, all of French for like 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, do you find like any interesting things when you first come to China?
Yeah, for example, the first thing 我看到 is very okay. Now we both love cake, right?
Yes.
Okay, 我喜欢蛋糕，我很喜欢。
Yeah, you know me.
And now I feel Chinese people like more and more cake. So we have this common point, right?
Yes, another point.
But I remember that the first time I came, like I was seeing the Chinese people, they can eat the cake, and at the same time they can eat the noodles, and the cake and the noodles, you know, and eating at the same
that's
time.
definitely me. They laugh at me.
You know, for French people, it's always like very structured in order. Starter, main dish, and dessert is like the icing of the cake. You know?
前菜、主菜还有甜品，对于法国人是非常重要的，他们要按照这样的顺序去吃。可是他 Alvin 第一次来中国的时候，发现中国人一顿乱吃，所以他觉得 it's a really weird thing.
Yeah. But even weirder is that me now
也是那样乱吃的
I changed, you know?
Okay.
Because I can before. 8 years ago it's impossible, but now I can eat some cake, I can eat some noodles, cake and salty food. Sweet and salty, I don't care.
Oh, 好的，我知道。I think you're literally a 鸡蛋。Okay, so this is all about like today's video. If you like Kenny's videos, follow my WeChat account, 超甜的糖果铺, and you can also follow my 微博一颗好糖. And I will post more videos with Alvin, this interesting guy, to you guys. See ya.
再见，拜拜
再见。
Kiss.